Okay, in this short video I'm going to show you how to create a new Google site from scratch, and also how to share that as a template if you want others to be able to copy that site and make it their own and edit it. So to create a site, you click on this create button at the left hand side when you're in Google Sites. You can choose a template if you want, or you can leave it blank. I'm going to show you what the templates look like. So if I just pick on a random category here, you can see there are different templates to choose from. I'm just going to choose one that's quite simple, and then I'm going to select it. Like I say, you don't have to choose a template at all. What the template does is it gives you a ready-made design, and it gives you some ready-made pages, and you can delete and amend those to suit yourself. And now give this a title, so I'm going to call it example site. And you can see underneath here it's given me a web address for that website, so that will be the web address of this website. If I want to, I can select a theme. That will just pick a certain set of fonts and colours that the website uses by default, or you can leave it without a theme and choose your own. More options is just if you want to give the site a category or add a description of it, you can do that there. I'm going to leave that blank. I now click create, and that will build my website for me using the template that I've chosen. Now what you'll find is, because I've chosen a template, it'll have some pages there automatically. So the first thing I'm going to do, it's just telling me that location is already in use, so somebody already has example site. It was actually me when I was trying to record a video just before. So I'll give that a new name. And as I was saying, you'll find that you'll want to delete some pages that are on the template, and that's the first thing I'll show you how to do. So you can see it's created my website for me, and it's given me some pages set up already. Depending on what template you choose, it will have different things on there. I'm going to delete some things I don't want. So I don't want the services page, so I just go to more and delete page, and then I could do that with any other page that I don't want as well. If you haven't chosen a template, it will just come up with the home page, and then you choose what pages that you want in. Right, if I want to edit this home page now, all I do is hit this edit button like that, and that then allows me to go in and add whatever text I want. Add whatever title I want, and if I want to, I can delete the pictures and I can insert new pictures up here. I can change the layout of the website by putting tables in with rows or columns or something like that. I could make it currently you can see it's 2 column. If I change that to 3 column, you'd see I get 3 columns to type in instead, or I could have 1 column. It's entirely up to you what you do with that page. Okay, you can see it's just moved my things around a little bit by doing that, but that's fine. I can always undo. Right, any items I've got that I don't want, it's the same as in any document, you just click on it, delete. I'm going to get rid of these things here because I don't want them. And that's how you edit your website. Okay. Now if I'm happy with that page, I click save. And now what I want to do is add a new page. So I click on this button here, new page, give a name for the page. Call it my evidence for the purpose I'm going to show you. Again, you get to choose a template. I'm going to do this one as a web page, and then I'm just going to click create. So every web page looks like this to start with. You can turn certain things on or off, but actually we want these things on. So this could be a page where students have to upload their work. So please write about your work on whatever it is that they've been doing. Upload your whatever document below. Save that. So you give them some instructions here, and then what they will get when they copy this site is they'll get the ability to add files and upload them. You will then be able to comment on those files, and they'll be able to improve their work and add files again. Now these files could be documents on their computer, it could be a link to a web page they've made, it could be a photograph that they've taken on their tablets of something that they've done on paper, whatever it is that you want them to upload, they would do there. Okay. Now, once you've finished creating your template and you're happy with it, obviously you spend a bit of time getting it, with a bit more information on than I've got here. Once you're happy with it, if you go to More and then go to Manage Site, this gives you all sorts of options which you can experiment with, like changing the colour and the font and things like that. The bit down the left hand side, you can change the way that the sidebar looks. So you can see here, like that had some phone numbers and things like that on it. If you wanted to do that, we'd just delete that from the sidebar. If I go back, I'll save it first, sorry. If I go back, you can see that text is now gone. I'm going to go back into Manage Site, and to make this a template that students can copy and use as their own e-portfolio, you publish this site as a template. And give it a name. So let's just say, for example, English, sorry about that, it just keeps popping up, English e-portfolio, year 7 or something like that. Give it some sort of description and then submit. And that is now a template that students in the school and staff in the school will be able to see, and they'll be able to copy. So what we now do is, if I go back to the home page of Google Sites, you can see that that site exists anyway because we created it. But if I were a student wanting to get to that site, all I would do is create, and then when I go to Browser Gallery for Templates, you can see that on CLV Online that has appeared there, and I would click on that and I would use that template, and then the student could edit that in the same way as you edited the template, at the start of this video where I picked a template to edit. Now, just in case that doesn't show up for any particular reason, sometimes you find that students, it defaults to the US, sometimes students have set theirs to the UK. This is the language. Now what it does is it puts the sites in the certain language. So if we go to UK, you can see there that they'll get all of the templates. So they might just need to change from English UK to English US if there are any problems. There shouldn't be, but there might be. 1 or 2 students have changed that. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that, and in the following videos I'll record those from a student's perspective of how you access that template and edit it, share it with your teacher and use it to upload and evidence your work.